You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole, and Michael C., thank you so much for your Patreon membership request. You are bringing Moonsorrow back down the rabbit hole. Today, we'll be listening to Jumalten, Kaupunki, Tuhatvuotinen, Perintö. Thank you so much for bringing this our way. I'm really excited.
Thank you so much, Michael, and thank you so much for taking that on, because I would not have been able to pronounce that, but you also told us that it translates in English to City of the Gods / Legacy of 1,000 Years. Michael, thank you so much for sending us another song from this amazing album from Moonsorrow. And you gave us a little bit of context of what you think the song means. And also thanks for sending us the lyrics. Okay, so this song seems to describe the journey of fallen warriors towards the city of the gods. Valhalla, perhaps? Again, though the theme arises of the loss of the old ways with the closing line, and the beauty of the city of the gods will vanish before our eyes.
Interesting. I can't wait to get into this song. Moonsorrow has such a beautiful way of depicting the loss of the old ways. Michael, thank you so much for bringing Jumalten, Kaupunki, Tuhatvuotinen, Perintö down the rabbit hole. I'm so excited to get into this next Moonsorrow song, and that we have been doing this in order of the whole album. This is such a unique way to do an album. I've never actually listened to an album like this kind of before.
Yeah, Moonsorrow is so unique, isn't it?
So
Every
unique.
song's so long, so intricate, and it doesn't feel like they're long because it blows by so fast, too.
Absolutely, and it's also like an opera, like a play.
Yeah.
So going through
story.
every single scene of this play that's been going through.
Mm-hmm.
Such a unique way to set up an album and to do this, and I've been loving every moment of it. If you guys have been loving this as much as we have and been enjoying our reactions and following us along on our journey with Moonsorrow, then remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Absolutely, and something that you mentioned to me too is that you noticed there was writing in the actual symbols there, whether that's Moonsorrow in the album title, I think it is, and you can let us know if it's not, but it's also just really cool, and it adds more to the story, and we're very excited to continue on this album. I'm not going to try to say the name because I don't have it in front of me, but you guys can remind us what the album title is, because we're actually doing 2 albums right now with Moonsorrow, so you're in the right place if you love Moonsorrow.
Absolutely. I am so excited for this,
There
and
we go.
I can't wait to get into it.
It's under 11 minutes, that's good. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it Child of Oblivion that was the last one from this?
It was Child of Oblivion from the last one, and I just made a connection because starting into this, it's such a like triumphant kind of.
It feels like the continuation of the end of the triumphant part of that song.
It does. It absolutely does feel like a continuation of that. So I immediately, as soon as we started listening to this, and remembered everything from the previous song and where we're at in the story, because it flows so perfectly that it instantly brings you.
It totally does. It's like we're so excited after we finally get through this full album to do it from start to finish, because it's
absolutely
quite an experience. Don't have an abrupt switch to death metal, please. Hey, this is okay. Yes, I like this.
This is really good.
my god, they're so good. Damn. Every time. Me too, every time. That's what I was hoping wasn't going to come in early because I wasn't ready for it.
But now I'm ready.
Yes! Ooh. Beautiful. I just have to say, this is my favorite structure of songs from this album. Like, the way that they do their songs on this one is the correct transitions, the correct way to bring in the harshness, the way that it went from like low to medium to hard to heavy here, and so you felt every single jump there, where sometimes with some of their other songs, the abruptness of their switch up at the beginning, I can still digest it, but I appreciate it more when it's done this way. When it's
this gradual way that they're doing it.
Yeah.
I agree. This was very beautifully done.
And folky.
Very folky.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I want to join them. Jesus, they're so good. What?
That folkiness in the background while they have like such like his harsh vocals and this almost triumphant metal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's very unique style that they're playing in, and then also that folkiness behind.
That's adding so much to it. This is Moonsorrow firing on all cylinders. I don't want to keep saying it, but like from this album, each song becomes my next favorite song from Moonsorrow. Yeah,
absolutely.
And this one's already one where I'm like, oh, this is the one to show someone for the first Moonsorrow song, because I think it actually shows all the amazing sides of them and the control on this one.
Absolutely.
And it's only not even 5 minutes in, and it feels like it's just been like a full song already.
It does.
Yeah.
It's like it's been going by so quickly. Like that's why I had to pause it, because it's like we are talking during it because it's so good, but you don't want to stop it because it's.
We can stop at every riff, like even just they had some dirty riffs that felt like kind of Opeth, like for me it was more technical, and I was like, oh, they're going this way too, like.
Very technical, and even like the drumming, I've been tapping the beat the whole time because it's just in your soul. It's such a good rhythm.
Yeah.
It's very much a marching rhythm.
Totally is.
So Wow.
And to think the interpretation we were kind of getting from this was like this the death of the old ways. It sure sounds triumphant, at least from that. Maybe they're liking the new ways it's going. We'll see.
We'll see.
I love this part. Oh my god, these switch-ups. This is so unique to them. So triumphant. Damn! Wow. Yeah, even the chimes at the end, like... Yeah. Sick! Oh! See what? What?
Man.
That might be like, man, it's hard to say what your favorite Moonsorrow song is, but for some reason that one really felt like a masterpiece.
It
And
did. That was so unique for Moonsorrow. Moonsorrow itself is a unique band.
yeah, absolutely.
But this
They just
piece,
taught themselves, didn't they?
it was definitely like, yeah, I don't know, like,
It's so hard to explain it because, like, other than saying it's perfect, it's like it was unique in peak Moonsorrow because they added like the folkiness that was completely throughout this whole song. It only comes in like small parts in the other songs, I feel, compared to where this one was like just captivated by that spirit the
Yeah.
whole time. And that full triumphant feeling that you had was there the whole time. But then the way that they were transitioning, even when they stripped it down to that simple drum beat near the end there, and then they built it back up into this epicness where we didn't know where to pause it just because it kept exceeding
yeah, it's
itself.
like, where do we pause? Like,
But-
can we pause?
And sometimes you can't, and like it was something we learned, like being like on a reaction channel for a bit now, it's like you got to feel it, where sometimes expressing, like even right now, is you can't really do justice to it because watching us go through that, and even the should we know, just another thing happened, seeing all that go down is really where the money is in for this reaction for me. That's how I felt it, because it's like I don't even need to say anything to show the appreciation to this, because
Yeah.
for us it was so uniquely different. They didn't ever feel like, even though there was growls, it never went that dark or heavy, even, and so we're also getting more accustomed to this type of stuff too, and we just love Moonsorrow, so it really helps as well.
And how many places they can go with their
Oh my
music.
gosh.
Because like, even like we've talked a lot about the folkiness, but there was also like, after it was building up, I can't remember if it was the first or second time it was building up,
Right.
but there was a moment where they had like almost like a thrashy, like old school
Totally.
electric guitar,
Yeah.
but they didn't have it front and center like most bands. When you're listening to
No
music,
kidding.
they'll have
It's
those,
like 5 minutes in.
they'll have it like 5 minutes in, or
That's what this one was.
this one was 5 minutes in, sorry, but they'll have it right away, right off the bat, up front and center. Whereas this, if you're thinking about the song in layers, the guitar, this like crazy guitar riff that they were doing, because they had a really cool solo type section, and then they did a
Yeah, totally.
background guitar,
I'm with you.
and
Yeah.
it was like, it was such a unique way to put it through for me. So it I don't know, like,
It just satisfied that urge that you
It
wanted to
did.
hear too,
It's-
because for Moonsorrow you want that side too.
yeah.
That's why it was kind of nice where it was just a little bit of it, because it's like we're used to that, so it was nice to see the opposite side of them as well as having that crazy thrash.
Absolutely. And a lot of the times with watching Moonsorrow, I definitely think about more the movie and what the emotions and what like the story that they're putting on with. But this one really made me imagine them live and playing live.
Yes.
And visualize the technicality of what they were playing.
No kidding.
Because they went to so many places, which what made this a masterpiece in my mind.
Yeah.
Because they were able to be like, here's our story, but here's also more so our playing and our technicality. And then with Michael, with what you gave us for that background of this being like, this is the end of the city of the gods will eventually fade away, was the final thing that they
That
were
was the
saying.
last lyric
And
there,
then
yeah.
having it go through its stages and heartbeat and fade away as
No
the music
kidding.
went was
Yeah.
beautifully done.
Yeah.
And you also let us know that this is the interpretation that you kind of understood from this was like someone was going off to find Valhalla, to find the city of the gods.
Mm-hmm.
And so with how this started being connected so perfectly for the transition of the previous song, which was the Child
Child of Oblivion. Yeah.
And how this one started, it definitely, how it was building up in that triumphant feel that we were talking about the entire time
Totally.
during the
Oh yeah,
song,
throughout the whole thing.
made me think about and the marching drum beat and the triumphant feel and how it went through was very much like this Child of Oblivion was carrying on and going through battle after battle after battle after becoming this child of the Oblivion,
Totally.
fighting for what was their old ways, fighting for their gods against these intruders and these invaders, which is what Child of Oblivion was, but then eventually dying on the battlefield, which is what brings you to Valhalla, because you're a fallen warrior, a fallen soldier.
Totally.
And so then knowing that this fight that you've been fighting to maintain, eventually you may have won the battle but lost the war. So you're going to Valhalla knowing that the city would eventually vanish away.
Yeah,
And so,
because also the second part of the title is Legacy of 1,000 Years. So
yeah,
it's that also is like it had a legacy feel to the
it
song
did. That
too.
triumphant legacy.
Yeah, and that was the other word I was kind of trying to look for there too.
Absolutely. Because even when we think about the old gods and we think about Valhalla and like all these myths and lore that come from
1,000-year
history,
reign.
the 1,000-year reign of the gods, it has this triumphant feel to it. It is this,
That's what helps the story go forward.
that's what helps the story go forward.
That's what the Nazis did even too. They were trying to do the 1,000-year reign with the Third Reich.
Yeah, they were. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were using the 1,000-year reign as a way to motivate people and try
Oh,
to
yeah.
push ideas forward with that kind of triumphant feel to it. So this was a really, really cool song. Definitely one of my favorites from
Easily.
moonsorrow.
Yeah.
Just because of how technical, how triumphant it was, and then also how they tapered it off in all the correct, like they hit all those moments inside of you that you wanted to suffice.
Absolutely, especially the way they tapered it off. That's a perfect way to say
Absolutely.
that there. So, hope you guys have been enjoying our journey down this album as well as our other Moonsorrow reactions. You're definitely in the right place if you love Moonsorrow, because there's more coming, and there might be a live performance of Moonsorrow coming down the rabbit hole soon too, and we're very excited for that one, so stay tuned for that as well. Hope you guys had a good time with us. Michael, we really appreciate all of your support as well. We are now exiting the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you so much, Michael, for bringing this down the rabbit hole. This was absolutely phenomenal. I love how they definitely put this song through, and I can't wait to see what comes next from Moonsorrow. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Special thanks to all of our YouTube, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee members. Thank you for all of your support.
Thank you all so much for making it all the way to the end of the video. If you had a good time and you are new to the channel and you don't want to miss the next one, here is a very easy way that you can make it to our next one by hitting the subscribe button. If you liked what you heard on this video and you want to support this artist, then an easy way to do that is going right here. And I think we have a really good video for you right here that we think you will enjoy. Thank you all so much. See you next time.